Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams of changing the world for good. You join me 6:45 on a Monday evening. I am still at work, as you can see. I'm in the shop still. I've been working on video stuff for the main page all day, and I figured I might as well use this opportunity while I'm rendering a video to shoot another video. So that's where we are right now. And I can use that opportunity to talk about the fact that a lot of times it's hard to find opportunities and time to go out of your way to do good things for good people. Sometimes it's just tough. We all work a lot. We all have responsibilities, whether it's friends or family or work or whatever. We all have responsibilities that we've got to deal with. So sometimes it is hard to get that moment. It is hard to find those couple of minutes that you can get out of your way and help somebody else out there. However, there are always opportunities, and they don't have to be big things. Today, I kind of bucked my own personal trend, and I didn't do something big for somebody. I did something small. I decided to be the doorman at Roosters today. I knew I was going to be busy. I was bouncing all over the place in between editing videos and running around all over the place. I just knew that I was going to be challenged to be able to do anything. And I'm trying to get a little bit away from doing the monetary stuff at the moment because I want to show other options. Also, I've given away quite a lot of my own money in the last couple of weeks, and I need to calm that down a little bit because I do have some bills of my own. I will say that there is something that I did yesterday. I gave some money away to a homeless man that was in a really bad situation, and I've battled with myself on whether or not I wanted to show that on video or not, and I'm not going to do it. There was an altercation with a seedy individual that I witnessed, and this gentleman did not want anything to be shown. He did not want the police involved. For whatever reason, he was in a bad way. And I wanted to do what I could for him, but I want to keep it off of this here internet, if that makes sense to you. And I get that. I totally get that. I've talked about it in previous videos about the fact that I really don't want to use somebody else's misfortune or bad situation for the betterment of this channel. That's not what I'm looking to do. I don't want to get into that. It makes me feel weird, makes me feel dirty. If people are interested in being on here, that's great, that's fine. I love being able to, when I love the idea of being able to share somebody's stories about what got them into a situation or what got them out of a situation. I'm cool with that, but I don't want to just show, I just don't want to show that kind of stuff. And it took me a little bit of fighting with myself, and Katrina also kind of chimed in on this one. And I think it's just not right to show. So I did get another extra good deed in yesterday, but today I decided I didn't want to do anything monetarily. But while I was at lunch, I decided I'd man the door for a minute, and I just stood there and opened the door for folks and said, "Hey, welcome in. Hey, have a good day." Nothing real serious. Nothing nothing beyond a quick little small sentence. Nothing real personal, but it got lots of smiles. I got one person asked me, "What in the world am I doing?" And I said, "I was just working the door." And they laughed at me and said, "Well, okay." And they just moved on about their day. But, hey, how you doing? And welcome in, welcome back. See you later, next time, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff, small, little, easy stuff, little, tiny, itty-bitty things can make an impact on people. And I think a lot of people really don't pay attention to that as far as, I don't have the money to do a big donation. I don't have the time to do a lot of charitable work. I don't have this. I don't have that. I get it. I totally get it. I am insanely busy as well. I get it. Believe me, I do. But keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eyes on the little things that you can possibly do to improve somebody else's life. And I'll be honest, it also does improve your life. That's the beautiful thing about giving, is it helps you too. It's not just for those people that you give. Now, I do want to highlight something else that I want to have a very brief conversation about. And I don't really honestly know how I want to address this, so I'm going to probably just awkwardly say this out there. First off, before I dive into that, welcome to Good Things for Good People. For those of you who have never been here, this is a very weird project for the internet. It's all about positivity. I know, right? And spreading good cheer and trying to help other people. It's not your typical YouTube channel. The idea here is we're going to convert your watch time, which you're giving me right now, and we're going to use that to make revenue through the YouTube ad process. That revenue we can then use to improve people's lives, to do good things, random acts of kindness, good deeds, whatever you want to call it. We can use that money that YouTube is going to pay us just from you watching commercials on this channel to be able to do good things. That's it. No donations required. Don't send us anything. Don't ask about sending me anything. I don't want anything. All I want is your watch time. And the nice thing is you're already 6 minutes into this video, so we're already doing pretty well. Just hang out for a little bit longer, and I will appreciate that. Also, I have promised that I will be continually transparent. I will continue to show you guys the analytics. I want you guys to understand how this process goes. I want you guys to be bought in on the project, and I want you to understand as we start making money off this project, the money that's coming in here is going to be used for good. It's going to be used for what we decide it's going to be used for. It's not just me making some random decision or me just taking the money that we're going to make off this page and buying myself a Ferrari I don't need. I have too many cars as it is, and I live a very comfortable life. I don't need anything else. That's not the point of the channel. Not saying it wouldn't be great to have more, but I don't need it. And I want to put this money and the effort this is going to, the revenue this is going to generate into this project. And I think everybody else agrees with me. There are now almost 450 subscribers on this channel, which is awesome. And I hope you guys have other people out there that you're interested in bringing into this project. I know there are people out there that, other than the 450 people that are watching this, that are interested and that would like to be involved in this, that could spare 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes a day to be able to watch a quick little YouTube video, even if it's at lunch, or listen to it while you're driving, whatever the case. Help spread the message, and that's the whole idea. That's the pitch. All right, now, let me get back to my story that I want to awkwardly bring up. And it has to do with do as I say, not as I do, folks. And holier than thou, folks. And people who say all the right things and pretend, but when push comes to shove, they don't really live the thing. They don't really embody the message. I don't want to bring up anybody specifically. I don't want to say anybody. I don't want to attack anybody. That's not what I want to do. What I do want to say is, throughout my entire life, I have met many, many people who do the things that are supposed to be done by good people. They go to church. They show up to family, engagements. They come to work. They pay their taxes. But a lot of those folks aren't truly very good people. When you get past the surface, they're not really very charitable people. They will use every opportunity to take something from somebody else, whether it's a business. I had a recent thing with the whole Jegs situation here. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Jegs had a mislisted thing on their website where they were trying to, something had screwed up, and it ended up listing some motors that were like $10,000 or $20,000 for like $500 and $1,000. Well, there were a ton of people who jumped on that bandwagon of, I'm going to go buy one. I'm going to buy them. I'm going to buy 5 of them. I'm going to buy 10 of them. Me and my friends, we're all going to buy them. And they didn't look into the fact that Jags is an American business. It, up until very recently, was a family-owned business. It employs American workers just up the street from us. Selling product at $9,000 or $20,000 below cost will put a business out of business. And there were thousands of people that tried this. Thousands of people. And I know several that were personally I know of that try to do this. And I'm not saying don't try to get yourself a good deal. What I am saying is don't take advantage. Don't take advantage of what you clearly know is a misprint, what you clearly know is an issue. Don't take advantage of people that are easily taken advantage of. Outside of the Jegs conversation, there are a lot of people who don't have the ability to defend themselves. They don't have a platform on which to talk about bad things that happen to them. But there's a lot of people who pretend. They talk the talk. You know what I mean? Oh, I give away to charities all the time. Great. Which ones? Why not? I don't show it. I don't talk about it. Okay. I mean, that may be true. But if you don't have receipts, if you don't have a way of backing it up, if you don't have a way of saying, this is a good deed that I did for this person. See, here it is. I model what I say. It's hard to believe a lot of people these days. It is. It's really hard. A lot of people want that whole pat on the back thing. You're a good church-going boy. Good for you. I'm glad you do this, that, and the other thing. You could be just given lip service. And then it's kind of like stolen valor. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about that, but like people who pretend they were in the military just to get, or that they did something, they were in the military and they pretend like their role was something greater than what it was. Because they want that pat on the back. They want that extra military discount. They want that accommodation. They want whatever it is they want. They're doing it out of a selfishness. And I know more than a few people like this, and I've seen a few of them lately that have brought up, well, I just don't talk about the good deeds that I do. Well, I know a lot of these people personally, and I know who they are when the camera is not on them, and they are not forced to show that they're doing good deeds. Now, I'm not saying that I want people to film all the good deeds they do. I don't. That would be ridiculous. Even I don't do that. But I think we also all need to be cognizant of the fact that there are people out there who are fake good people. I guess that's a good way to say it. Fake good people. They're good people when people are paying attention, and they're maybe less than good people when people are not. They do the things, they say the things, they act the way, they wear the stuff, they show up at the place. But when push comes to shove, if somebody is down, they will not be the one that offers a hand up. They will not be that person that goes out of their way to help another person. They will not be that person that dives into their own wallet to help somebody else out that's in a bad situation. They won't. Unless there's something in it for them. Or the camera's on them. And I think we've got to be careful of that. I hope you guys don't believe that I would get involved in something like that, and I will do my damnedest to vet any kind of a situation where somebody's trying to take advantage of the charity that we're going to be able to do with this page. I am going to do my damnedest to make sure that every dollar that we spend is going to a reasonably worthy person. Not saying that there may be not, without fault. There's certainly going to be people that are in bad situations, that have made bad decisions in life, that have ended up in a bad spot that we're going to get involved with. I will be 100% honest with you. Unfortunately, that happens. There's a lot of people who have to battle addiction or homelessness or violence or mental health or you name it. There is a long list. And a lot of those folks have had bad moments in their lives. And I don't want that to disqualify them, but I do want to be very, very transparent about the fact that I want our efforts and our money that we're going to generate through this to go to people who are truly fighting, who are truly trying to be good people, who want to make that step onto a good path and off of whatever path they were on before. I just wanted to have that conversation with you guys. I hope you understand that. Now, as I said, I do go over the analytics with everybody, and I would like to say huge thank you to everybody. We are doing well, and I am very, very proud of us. We had a great weekend. And I will go into the analytics right meow. Alrighty, folks, let's get into our dashboard here. YouTube Studio. 448 subscribers. Check that out. 448 subscribers. That is freaking fantastic. I love it. There's my morning short that I did. I only did one today, and this was a little bit longer one. And it's got 50.7%. So interestingly, there's a kind of a hidden metric here where this is kind of the cutoff where YouTube doesn't really push it out. If you can get a higher interaction and a higher average view rate, it typically speaking will go out to more people versus a lower watch percentage will get out to fewer people. So this is something I'm going to have to keep on working on. I'm still learning the whole shorts thing, so bear with me on that. But what I really want to talk about is the overall channel analytics, which are right here. So as of these 28 days, we are 18,500 views, 654 watch hours, 181 subscribers in the last 28 days. So this being in the last 28 days does not count our initial launch when we had a whole bunch of people join in, okay? So that's going to be hard to beat this month, but, you know, it's possible if we have something big happen. But if we look at the viewers here, or the viewership from Saturday to Sunday, it did go down. It went down from 1,267 to 712. Now, most of that is because of one video that did really well, a short. That doesn't really count. But this video that we did really well. And we talked about that yesterday. This video that we did yesterday, which is the Gobble Gobble Give Detroit video, has done fantastically well. My short did reasonably well. But the neat thing is, it's not necessarily about these views here. It's about watch time. And if we click on watch time, look at that. We went up from 23.8 to 37.8, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want to see. We want to keep these lines kind of, this is our baseline, and we want to see them continuing to trend upward. Subscribers-wise, we also gained another 7 subscribers yesterday. We gained 10 the day before that. We gained 6 the day before that. As long as we're still growing, we're growing. It's obviously going to be great if we grow fast, but as long as we're going in the right direction. That's all there is to it. So let's dive into the analytics of yesterday's video specifically, which is this Gobble Gobble Give video, which I did with Ken. And you can see, hey, look at that. That is a nice watch curve, isn't it? 222 total views, 25.5 hours, and 3 subscribers. So if you have joined us from this most recent video from Gobble Gobble Give, glad to have you on board. There is a beautiful amount of viewership here, 42 more than usual, 5.5 more hours than usual, which is fantastic. You can barely see this, but this gray line right here is what an average video will do. It'll be interesting to see if this continues to grow. I hope it does, because this could really take off. A lot of times on YouTube, something will kind of be okay for the first couple of days, and then it can kind of take off. We'll see whether or not that takes off or not. I did lean on this pretty heavily to make it really take off. As you can see there, channel page views were big. I did share this to the Lucor page, and a lot of the Lucor folks did come over and watch this. So I really appreciate all of you who have come over from the Lucor page. I very much do. I know this is not automotive content, so I appreciate you giving us your time. If we go to engagement here, you can see the average watch time is 6 minutes and 54 seconds, which is slightly better than average. Our better than average watch time is wonderful. If we go into audience, we could see that 92.6% of the watch time was from subscribers. And if we go into subscribed versus non-subscribed, it continues to tell the same story. Subscribed, 100 views. Not subscribed, 56 views. 11 minutes, 1.5 minutes. How about that? Subscribers were 92.6%. There's 56 views that only ended up being 1.5 hours, which is massive. So what that tells us is 2 things. One, we're still not really getting out there to a lot of non-subscribed people. But I am very appreciative of the 100 subscribers that watched that video already, and that was as of last night, so that does not include all of today. So I'm grateful to see the interaction by the people who are actually subscribed to the page. It also possibly is meaning that some of the people who are truly actually interested that were not subscribed did subscribe and then became subscribed views. So, there's a lot of different ways to look at it. YouTube is also still really trying to figure out what the heck we are and how to put our content out there, who is interested in this. There's not a lot of people who are looking up good things for good people or random acts of kindness or YouTube philanthropy or charity or any of the things that would typically lead somebody to where we are. It's not really a highly searched thing, so we're going to have to put the legwork in ourselves to be able to grow the channel, but we're doing it. We're getting there. We're moving absolutely in the right direction, and I'm super pumped about it. So thank you very much, all of you who have helped us get where we are now. Last thing I want to show you is our progress towards monetization, which I do show you pretty much every time we're in here. And let's go into our earn button here on the side. You can see we are at 448 subscribers, which is just shy of 450, which is just shy of a half of 1,000. Our public watch hours, we're up to 750 public watch hours. And the idea is to get up to 4,000, which is gonna take a bit, but we can get there. We can get there. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about today, folks. It's lots of positivity. I love it. Things are going well. I appreciate everybody who is sharing this content over to your Facebook page. For those of you who are on Facebook, by the way, there is a Good Things for Good People page on Facebook that you can invite your Facebook friends over to. Now, the logo that you see on this page, which is the GT4GP, is the logo for the Good Things for Good People Facebook page. There is apparently a band and maybe one or two other organizations or pages that are named the same thing that I believe are mostly inactive. So if you're going to join one and you're interested, please do, but make sure you're joining the right one. And if you could invite your friends that you think would be interested in this, or just invite all your friends and they'll figure out if they're interested or not. That's the thing. It's a numbers game at this point in time. If the more people we put this message in front of, the more people that we get a chance to pitch this message to. If we only pick up a couple here and there, a couple here and there, a couple here and there, if 95% of the people say no thank you, we still picked up some. And it's all about that positive roll. Just keep rolling it, keep rolling it, keep rolling it, and we're going to get there. We're going to have... Think about what we could do with this page. Think about what we could do with this page. There's a chance that we can make $1,000 a month. There's a chance we could make $10,000 a month for this page, doing this kind of stuff, and being out there doing good deeds for people, doing good things for people, random acts of kindness. Think of how many things you can do and how many people you could positively impact with $1,000 a month. With $10,000 a month. And let's not even talk about Mr. Beast philanthropy level of money, where he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. We don't even want to think about that right now. But it's possible. All it takes is you believing in this project and me keeping my foot on the floor, which I promise you I will do. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Monday. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you in the morning. We'll do this every single day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.